If you're watching this video, it means that you've been invited to throw your weight into Forge's 2025 Advent Challenge. I'm John Bishop, founder of Forge, and our basic game plan at Forge is to flip Satan's strategy on its head. Satan tears down the church by tearing down families, and he tears down families oftentimes by taking out men. So, at Forge, we flip that strategy. We build up men to build up families so together we can rebuild the church and renew the culture. That's what Forge is all about. Now, how do we build up men? Forge small groups lie at the center of our strategy. Why small groups? Well, it might sound cliche, but it's what Jesus did. When the Lord set out to change the world, he gathered a small group of men together. They built one another up, and by doing so, they changed the fate of the human race. Speaking personally, small groups are also just what I've seen work. Small groups, they're not complicated, and when men meet consistently, dive into strong content, and open up about the real struggles of their life, well, growth happens. Give it time, and you'll see it too. Jesus did small groups, and so we do small groups as well. Now, let me tell you about the Advent Challenge. A lot of people make New Year's resolutions. January is supposed to be a time for new beginnings, but by the time January rolls around, it's usually too late. And if you wait to plan until the new year, you'll oftentimes fall behind. You'll go through January, maybe fumbling through your first few meetings, juggling schedules, and before you know it, Valentine's Day has arrived and you're barely moving. So here's the challenge. Have your first small group meeting before the end of this calendar year. If you do, you'll have a far greater chance of success in 2026. In Forge, when we start small groups, the first thing that we do is what we call a white paper meeting. The white paper is Forge's manifesto. It lays out our vision and why small groups are essential for male formation. That first meeting, the white paper meeting, is a chance to circle up, talk vision, set logistics, and get to know one another. There's so much value in doing something like that before, not after, the Christmas fray. So once again, the Advent Challenge is simple. I challenge you to start your Forge small group, get together, and have your white paper meeting before January 1st. If you do that, I'm convinced that you've got much better odds of succeeding with your small group in the new year. Many men are looking for brotherhood like this, like a small group in their lives. 2026 could be the year that you finally build it. But building for 2026 starts now. Don't wait for the calendar year to change. Take action. Answer the Advent Challenge. Now, as you're listening to this challenge, you might be thinking to yourself, why does Forge care about men so much? The quick answer is that men are in crisis. During the last 2 generations, things like male joblessness, suicide, depression, isolation, and educational failure, they've all skyrocketed for men. And alongside this collapse, fatherlessness has risen from 9% in the 1960s to 25% today. Christian churches, too, have been steadily drained of men. And all of that's a problem for this generation, but it's an even bigger crisis for the next. Why? Well, 2 things. First, dads are an incredibly strong predictor for child success at the natural level. Psychologically, in the classroom, eventually even on the job market, dads matter. But second, the presence of a faithful Christian father is a huge influencer on any child's faith trajectory. Now that's why I founded Forge. Men are under attack, and when men fall, the family and the church fall with them. At Forge, once again, we rebuild the church by rebuilding families, and we rebuild families by rebuilding men. That's our whole game plan. How do we do it? Well, throughout human history, all men's movements have been founded, have been launched to counter humanity's greatest threats. Some movements, they face threats of physical violence, so men organize themselves into armies. Other movements, they counter poverty, so men organize themselves into local parish and church chapters. At Forge, we seek to counter the deeply personal and spiritual problems which beset modern men. We take on threats like spiritual poverty, addiction, isolation, and sexual confusion. Thus, we organize ourselves in a way that can tackle those threats. the same way Jesus did, in small groups. Now, you might say, I'm too busy for a small group. I don't have time for something like this. Well, it seems like the entire United States is saying the same thing. The 2021 Surgeon General's report on loneliness found that today's men have fewer close friends than ever before. Men with demanding professions and growing families, those men, they often struggle with crippling stress. And I would argue it's that kind of man, the busy man with a growing family, that needs a Forge small group the most. Forge groups meet on average once every 2 weeks. They're led by a man that we train, and they're designed to work for men with full, busy lives. If you don't already have one, a committed men's small group will change your life. So throw your weight into the fight with us and answer the Advent Challenge. Either lead a group or join one. One of our team members will walk with you or your group lead as you get your group started. Do this. Do it for you. For new groups that hold a white paper meeting before January 1st, we've got a couple bonuses. First, conference access. Forge is hosting a world-class men's conference in Des Moines on February 28th, featuring 8 exceptional world-class speakers. Groups that answer the Advent Challenge and have a white paper meeting before the 1st, they get a private lunch with the Forge conference speakers. Second, course access. If you'd like to use a Forge course to get your group started, all of our courses are ordinarily $50 a person. But for any group that answers the Advent Challenge, all of your participants get free access. So answer the challenge, throw your weight into the fight, and welcome to Forge.